It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We hope you're wearing green out there tonight. Happy St. Patty's Day from all of us at 2K Sports. You got to have something green on. You got something green on, Kenny?
Yes, I do. My socks.
Do you? And do you have maybe a St. Patrick's Day, like an Irish accent you can give us?
Of course I do. Ready?
Yeah.
It's getting better, Ernie.
That's what you use for every.
That's not Irish.
It's getting
kind
better,
of
though.
British.
That's British.
No, that's Irish.
No, it isn't.
It's
I guess
better.
it's somebody Irish.
It's getting better, though, right?
Somebody in Britain probably speaks like that. That's Irish.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
He might be right.
Makes me sorry I asked.
He might be right.
Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. In a league of giants, the NBA community loves to cheer for the little guy. One of the best ever players under 6 feet tall got to be Isaiah Thomas. Guys, just how is he able to dominate when he's listed at, 5'9"?
Yeah, I mean, his domination comes from his speed and quickness. And actually, it's an advantage. He uses his lack of size as an advantage because he sees avenues and lanes that typically taller players can't see. Great outside shot, what makes you cover him. This guy has the total package.
A short guy sees lanes that taller players can't see.
No question.
Anyway, he plays with zero fear in this game. Reminds me of a little bit of Allen Iverson.
So Isaiah Thomas, 5'9". Shaq, when he was born, you don't realize this, was 5'10".
Wow.
Yeah.
5'10".
Here's
You're
Kevin
5'10".
Harlan.
5'10".
Wow.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
These are two clubs that know each other well, the strengths, the weaknesses. It's going to be a tactical battle.
And before this game gets going, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. David.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Well, you can expect both these teams to push the tempo, Steve, and get scores in transition. I'm sure as a player, these are very fun matchups.
They are. I mean, because you know you get a chance to put points on the board. And, yes, defensive strategy is going out the window. You just have to turn, get back on defense, and just pick up anybody. If you don't communicate, there's going to be a layup or a three or somebody's dunking on you. Love transition basketball.
Yeah, we can see a lot of gaudy numbers, too, huh? A lot of big individual performances. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The 2 stars will... Whoa!
That's beautiful. Beautiful. And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now here's Levine. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Count it, good.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Here's LeBron, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line. And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young Cavs team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
And Smitty, it had to take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the Bulls pick up 2. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Rose. 11 points for him in that last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Thomas. Lopez with the steal. Pondexter with it. Working on James. That one drops for him.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against Memphis.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
Now Lopez following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. They set the pick. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Cavaliers on D. Here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
No good from Grant.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Love outside. The 9-foot shot. James, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Stolen by Thomas. For the finish, and finished off by LeBron.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Grant kicks to Markkanen. Pondexter, the pass to Levine. Beyond the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Rose against Levine. And here's Love from the arc. The rebound by Grant. Bulls have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The pass to Levine. Good D by Love.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Offensive rebound. Rose kicks to Love. LeBron outside. Outside Rose. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Chicago leading. Down low. From 11 feet away. Again, Levine missing. Cleveland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Levine against James. Thompson, a screen on Levine. Thomas outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't tee him up on the perimeter.
There's the pick. Layup off the pick. And it's Lopez laying it in.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Outside Rose. Shoots a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Grant kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Levine. Grant outside. Lopez a screen. Grant with the ball. Now Thomas defending. No good from Grant.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time. 3 time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now here's Love. 2 on the clock. 2 on the shot 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 clock. 2 on He had 16 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. LeBron kicks to Thomas. And another three for Cleveland.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And the dunk by James.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Lopez a screen. They set the pick. Pondexter with it. Picked up by Thompson. And they pick up 2. Pondexter's got 6.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
LeBron with it. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Portland.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
And Chicago has possession. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Markkanen with it. He's going up against Love. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triplets.
Grant dishes to Levine. Back to Grant. Lopez a screen on Thomas. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Lopez, no luck.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Thompson a screen on Grant. LeBron James on the wing. Rose passes to Thomas. Kicks it out to Love. Beyond the arc. And James with the basket on the assist by Love. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And it's easy to see why LeBron James wanted Kevin Love in Cleveland. Both of them multi-skilled, multi-talented, and both have extremely high basketball IQs for the game.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Felicia's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Markkanen. Mirotic is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Jaren Grant.
Great body control from Mirotic, absorbing the hit and nailing the shot.
And it seems like Kevin Love's game really fits alongside LeBron's.
It does. A great outlet passer, setting up LeBron on a lot of breakaways. And on the offensive end, he can space the floor and create second chance opportunities.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 9. Wade kicks to Crowder. Out to Smith. Thomas against Levine. Back to Smith. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Holiday the pass to Portis. Here's Mirotic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Levine against Thomas, and it's Wade in the corner. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here is Holiday. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Here's Mirotic. Got a piece of it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And, guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fresh from a win against Portland.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
They did a good job of controlling the tempo, playing at a speed that suits their offense.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Mirotic against Smith. Crowder kicks to Wade. Crowder sets a screen for Wade. Holmes with it. Mirotic is there. Here's Smith. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Levine kicks to Holiday. 2 minutes. 1:57 left to play in the first. Here's Felicio, guarded by Holmes. Levine, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Good recognition by Levine. Has the defender where he wants him, doesn't let him off the hook.
The Bulls have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Bulls.
And clearly, they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Now, here is Mirotic after Dwayne Wade's miss. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
That free throw, no good.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
You know, Steve, many felt that it was fitting that the Cavaliers came back in the 2016 finals from a 3-1 series deficit to win it all. If you're going to finally break through, it would have to be against all odds to make something like that happen.
Yeah, so true. And the actual ring the team got after that comeback has a story to it. 3 white diamonds and 4 red garnets, showing the sequence of wins and losses. It reflects determination and the end of a curse.
And here's Holiday after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. From 13, tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Shumpert passes to Holmes. And Shumpert kicks to Holmes. Back to Shumpert from beyond the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Levine dishes to Mirotic. Shoots over Crowder. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On the wing, Shumpert. Now here is Smith. He has 5. Kicks it to Crowder. Here's Holmes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Cleveland shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Holmes. He hits both from the stripe. Levine. And no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Nikola Mirotic. Zach LaVine is out there with Portis. And it's Felicio in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Wade, 9 points last game out. For three, Smith. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. 8 points for J.R. Smith.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
There's a good screen. And LaVine, here we go. Rejected by Crowder.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fires the three. And Smith again for three. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's LaVine. Mirotic the screen. Off the pick. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine. LaVine's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Wade kicks to Holmes. Outside Crowder. Wade against LaVine. Wade passes to Crowder. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Grant, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Crowder. Wade dishes to Smith. Holmes kicks to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
Now, here's Grant. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Here's Shumpert. There's the pick. Green passes to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Cleveland. And Smitty, you and Hoiberg played against one another during your careers and even guarded each other, I think, from time to time. What was it like going up against a player like him?
You know, Kevin, he must have been real young because I'm so old. I don't even remember that. But I do know and remember Fred Hoiberg and watching him coach. He's a fast decision maker. Also would find space as a player. And you see some of his strengths as a player and how he designs his offense right now.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. The drive by Wade.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Grant. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
That free throw good from Wade. And Smitty, you retired back in what, 2005? Do you still get a chance to play pickup from time to time?
You know, we play pickup, Kevin. Yes, in 2005 I retired. Some guys I get a chance to play with in Atlanta, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Charles Oakley, Tony Delk. So we have a great group. Other than that, we're real old and have gray hair. But now it's got uglier and uglier. We play about 1 or 2 games, and we let our kids pick up the rest.
Smitty, I can see maybe speed and quickness going because of age, but I bet the shot is always still pretty much there, correct?
The shot is still there, and the fouling is going up to another level.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Mirotic dishes to Grant. Back to Mirotic. Markkanen sets the pick for Mirotic. And the rejection by Love.
Not known for blocking shot, but Kevin Love got all of that one.
The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Green, the screen. James kicks to Green. Stolen by Grant. Passes it to Pondexter. Mirotic dishes to Markkanen. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Over Rose. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
LeBron can't get it to go. Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Lopez, a screen on Love. Grant with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. And that one, good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
It's a pick by Love. And here is James. He's got 12. Love kicks to Rose. Love. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, that's what you love about Kevin, a star player who also gets those garbage buckets.
Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Grant the pass to Pondexter. Mirotic dishes to Grant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love.
And you think back to just a few years ago when the Bulls were winning the East. That team, core of Rose, Noah, and Dane, had some tough luck not to make it to the finals with that group.
And with those Rose-led Bulls teams from a few seasons back, it all went south so fast, but those teams were very tough to beat.
It just shows you how much can change in the NBA in a short span. Bulls are working hard to try to get back to that level. It hasn't been an easy road.
Now here's James. Vince Carter on the wing. Dishes it to Love. Stolen by Grant. Lopez a screen. Pass to Pondexter. Lopez a screen on Love. Lets it go from 11. A nice shot by Pondexter. Pondexter's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Rose kicks to Green. Back to Rose. Kicks it out to LeBron. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 15 points for LeBron.
We've seen it before. LeBron gets into this kind of rhythm, and there's no slowing him down.
Chicago calls timeout. And Steve, so many star players get credit for their offensive game. LeBron James is just as much a factor on the other end of the floor at the defensive end.
Yeah, on that end, he's incredibly versatile. He can guard 1 through 5. He said that his chase down block of Iguodala in the 2016 finals was the defining play of his career. Obviously, he takes tremendous pride in his defensive game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Derrick Rose. So it's Chicago now. Markkanen kicks to Pondexter. 5 on the clock. No good from Grant.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Mirotic inside. He's covered by Thompson. They get it again. Good on the shot.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
The screen from Thompson. James outside. And James throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Now, here's Grant. He's got 8. Pondexter with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Over James. And an air ball on that one. Way off. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And here's Love for 3. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Love dishes to James. Back to Love. LeBron right side. They shoot again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. In the way we have kind of a positionless game now, Smitty, there is no part of the court, I mean any part of the court, which not one person cannot go to. I mean, a point guard can play any place. The big can go outside like you just talked about.
You're totally right. And now you've seen big shooting 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line. And a lot of point guards starting to post up. It is definitely positionless basketball that we're seeing right now.
But fun to watch. Seeing those big shoot like that, wow, fun to watch. Levine's checked in for Mirotic. Cleveland's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Stolen by Markkanen. LeBron against Levine. Pondexter kicks to Levine. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Levine's got 10 points in the game.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Thomas passes to Thompson. Love outside. Back to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. James kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 6. LeBron dishes to Carter. Out to Thompson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. Then for the Cavaliers, Jay Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Carter. Outside, Levine. And Levine with the slam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Thompson, a screen on Holiday. Left side, Crowder. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Crowder. Feeds it to Wade. The dish to LeBron. There's Thomas with the 3. No good on that one. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Markkanen passes to Holiday. The feed to Lopez. They set the pick. Levine for 3. Offensive rebound. Lopez, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Steve. There's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions. Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
Here's Portis. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Levine, fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers.
I mean, thinking back to where Levine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
Now here's Thomas. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Stolen by Wade. Smith outside. Wade outside. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cleveland ball.
And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for James.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Clock at 6. And it's Wade penetrating. 2 points. That one goes. Wade's got 10 points in the game.
Wade making the defenders look like they're underwater when he drives it.
Levine against Thomas. Levine up top. He's got 15. And Crowder comes up to help. Wade against Holiday. Lets it go from the wing. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. It seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Holmes sets a screen. Thomas against Levine. Out to Wade. Back to Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunities.
From deep, Thomas. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's Cleveland, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Derek, what's the most important thing on defense, and how does that impact the offense?
Contesting their shots. They're a great three-point shooting team. We're just contesting and getting out and run. That's our favorite thing to do. Get out, run. We got big second runs, shooters on the floor, so open the court up a little bit.
We'll see if you can keep the pace going in the second half, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
LeBron might have actually reached a new level for how to control a basketball game. You know he can score his points at any time he likes. He can lock down almost anyone defensively, and at times he's like he's in a zen state where he's playing chess, like a chess master, moving the pieces around the board flawlessly.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh, you hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh, you got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh, gut check time, Ernie.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
The Bulls shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Isaiah Thomas out there with Rose. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pondexter kicks to Grant. Lopez dishes to Grant. He feeds it to Levine. Three-pointer. Again, Levine missing. Cavaliers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injuries. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Here's Grant following the score by Cleveland. He dishes it to Markkanen. Lopez sets a screen for Markkanen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Markkanen's got 5.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Now here's Rose. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Thomas, no good.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Levine passes to Lopez. Over Thompson, and Lopez gets it to go. He has 6.
I love the way Lopez finished with a guy right on him. Shows incredible confidence on his part.
And Thompson kicks to Love. Now the pass to Thomas. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Nice shot by Thompson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Lopez outside. Thomas against Grant. Pass to Markkanen. Over Love. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Outside Rose. Thompson, a screen on Levine. Kicks it out to Love. Down low, here's Thompson. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The '90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Levine. 15 points in the game. And stolen by LeBron. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert with the ball, and it's blocked by Mirotic. They retain possession. LeBron with it. He's got 25, 5 to shoot, and the wide open shot from Rose. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Grant dishes to Markkanen. Back to Grant. Thompson comes with a double team. And Mirotic kicks to Levine. Mirotic the screen. Takes the 3. And James pulls it down. And Smitty, you got to play against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the 90s. Just what was it like going up against them during their peak as a team?
A nightmare. The reason why you had two wing defenders in Jordan and Pippen who could guard the basketball. And then you had both those guys that were excellent on offense. And at the end of the game, they had the greatest closer of all time, in my opinion, in MJ.
Kicks it out to Love. James outside. To the inside, out to the wing, from beyond the arc, and there's Rose on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Derrick Rose, when he's in the outside shot, creates even more space for him to operate.
Grant with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. And he makes good on the layup. Rose has got 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Here's Levine following the score by Derrick Rose. Levine, good.
He has length and he has athleticism. Both of those help him operate inside and beat good defenses.
And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. The screen from Thompson. Outside Rose. To the middle, and stolen by Mirotic. Knocks it loose, and stolen by LeBron. And it's Shumpert at the elbow. And he goes right over Mirotic and slams it down.
Shumpert has a nose for the ball. Those can be game-changing plays.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Levine against Shumpert. Levine passes to Grant. Markkanen sets the pick for Grant. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Lopez. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Love, no good.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Levine can't hit.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Love outside. At the elbow, it's Thompson. And here's Rose outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Chicago, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Grant dishes to Lopez. Back to Grant. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That one goes in. Lopez has got 8.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Love outside. Kicks it to Thompson. To the paint. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Mirotic with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Felicia's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Markkanen. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Jaren Grant. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for LeBron. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Shumpert.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Wade against Holiday. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Holiday. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Holmes, that's a screen. And it's Rose penetrating, and he drops it in from the low post.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Mirotic the pass to Levine. Rose with the double team. Mirotic has a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Steve, a lot of great guards out there in the NBA. Many of them will drag you down to the block. Which guards would you least like to go up against in the post?
I would say Dwayne Wade, because I've got a chance to play against him in the post. Some of the guys now you look at, Sean Livingston, Devin Booker is a sneak peek for me. They say he's a shooter, but you got to watch him down the low post. DeMar DeRozan can make a living down there. Those are the guys that stand out for me right now, Kevin.
Tough guys, tough players, you're right.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now here's Rose. He's got 13. Wade dishes to Rose. And another miss by Cleveland. Chicago has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Thomas checked in for Derrick Rose.
Isaiah Thomas.
Holiday against Wade. Here's Levine. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wade on the wing. At the elbow, Smith. Back to Wade. Outside Thomas. In the corner, Holmes with it. Lock at 6. Crowder kicks to Holmes. Out to Wade. The 3 from Thomas. Smith the pass to Thomas. Wade outside. From outside the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Mirotic. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
Now Smith following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. Back to Wade. Lets it go with a 3. Felicio with a rebound. Felicio's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. That one drops for him.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Wade outside. Now here's Holmes. D right on him. Smith for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Chicago making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in.
Quincy Pondexter.
It's taken away by Smith. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Stolen. Now here's Levine. 17 points in the game. He squares up and sinks it. Levine's got 19 points.
Another one for Zach. He has a scorer's mentality. Very dangerous when he gets into rhythm.
And so it's Cleveland, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Cavaliers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Valentine out there with Payne, and it's Felicio in at the 5. Rome in the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Thomas, they kick it out to Green. Passes it to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter outside. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Now Payne. Well, Steve, with the rise of NBA message boards and increased coverage from beat writers, NBA players have plenty of opportunity to read up on opinions of what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these critiques?
Yeah, I think they are. Some players read in too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read the good or the bad. But going back to the beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day, and you're looking to challenge him when he writes something bad, and also you want to pat him on the back when he writes something good. But I think you got to look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times when there's a beat writer interact with a player, a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they could separate those guys. And also the players can separate the beat writers from fans. Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Pass to Portis. They set the pick. Here's Zipser. Bulls moving the ball around. The pass to Felicio. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. The Bulls keep it alive.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Four seconds left. Green with the block. Portis kicks to Zipser. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Holmes sets a screen. Here's Thomas. Pass to Holmes. He kicks it to Green. Green missing again.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Payne gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Holmes sets a screen. Thomas. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here's Payne. Three-pointer. That shot missing. Outside Thomas. Dishes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best. Knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Zipser, the pass to Valentine. Portis kicks to Zipser. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Zipser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Pass to Portis. There's the screen. Off the pick. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Outside Thomas. Carter outside. Outside Thomas. Makes it off the glass.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Now here's Payne. Goes up to the stripe, but he stays with it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
From past the arc, connects from three-point range.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for Portis. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Shumpert in there for Thomas. And here's Payne. Steps back and fires. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Got that one up quick.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Zipser from deep. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
They get it back to Carter. Inside, knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Zipser. Valentine with it, takes a three. Felicio, the pass to Zipser. And it's good from the elbow. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Green, the screen, down low. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Payne kicks to Valentine. They set the pick. Feeds to Markkanen. Fires the three. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Chicago. Justin Holiday's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Cameron Payne. And Cleveland with a change here too. Rose is checked in. And Carter has it in the corner. Outside Shumpert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. On the last few seasons, the NBA has seen its share of teams that provide that villain role for the league. The Warriors, perhaps with Kevin Durant, LeBron when he was in Miami and now in Cleveland. Do you think having a villain in the NBA is a good thing for the league?
Well, I think the right type of villain. And when you start talking about Kevin Durant and LeBron James, those are right type of villains because they're getting criticized as a villain because of not of their actions on the floor or off the court, just the choices they made to switch teams. But both those guys, LeBron and Kevin Durant, so far has handled it perfectly, and that's why the league's in good hands.
Out to Carter. Outside Rose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And the Cavaliers with possession here. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Dunn. Carter comes in with the double team. Right side Holiday.
With good length and athleticism, Shumpert can guard a number of positions.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Dunn kicks to Zipser. Here's Markkanen, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here's Rose. The screen from Thompson. Now here's Rose. Defense is right there. From beyond the arc, Felicio with a rebound. The Bulls shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Holiday attacking, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, you always hear about a player working extra hard in the offseason when they're approaching free agency, or how much truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder?
Well, you're here. I mean, you're here teammates. You're here guys, competitors. You're here us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's a contract year or the first year. But a lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. If there's a big test at the end of the week, you study harder. I mean, I would just think that's just human nature.
It is, and I think for instance, the teams and general managers, you have to do your homework to understand the type of player that you're paying for a long time.
Now here's Rose, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention, Steve, to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
Free throw, good, Rose.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
And both free throws good for Rose. And Chicago shooting around 40% from the floor here. Holiday, a screen on Rose. Dunn misses.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here's Rose. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the offseason. So I think both players and league are doing a fantastic job.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
and they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Now here's Rose. Dishes it to Carter. Back to Rose. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter kicks to Rose. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
That's good from Vince Carter.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Dunn passes to Felicio. Here's Portis, off the mark. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.